No, it's another fighting prediction. This is Danny Garcia and Rod Salka. So Danny Garcia and Rod Salka are scheduled to fight this coming weekend in a non-title catchweight welterweight bout. On hearing this fight being announced, I didn't really know what to think because I had no idea who Rod Salka is and still don't know who Rod Salka is, and apparently he is a lightweight fighter, never fought above lightweight division. So this begs the question, why is Danny Garcia fighting someone who is nearly 2 weight divisions below him, as he's going up to 147 in his current, over the next couple of fights, or after this fight he's moved up to 147. Danny Garcia is also the WBC, WBA and Ring Magazine light welterweight champion, so the belts aren't on the line because it is a catchweight fight, and he's decided not to have these belts on the line. On hearing this fight also as well, I've lost massive respect for Danny Garcia because on beating Eric Morales in 2011 for the WBC belt, and then when ununified the belts against Amir Khan, which is a big upset. I did favour Amir Khan to win that fight, but he got the win, and I did think he would move on from it, which he did. Last year I gave him full credit for going against a dangerous fighter in Lucas Matisse, and he dominated Matisse with his boxing ability. Again, I was shocked because I thought Danny Garcia would get knocked out because Matisse is a huge puncher. But credit where it's due, he got the win. But then he went back a step and fought a guy called Herrera. And again, I don't know who these fighters are. And then same with Rod Salka. He's got a couple of knockouts to his name. I don't know much about him, and from what I'm hearing, he's getting too in his stick for this fight, which he deserves. There's a ton of other fighters in the light welterweight division and welterweight division who would happily face Danny Garcia for a catchweight fight or like a tune-up fight for the welterweight division. And he goes and chooses someone like Rod Salka, who's never fought above 135 pounds. And it begs the question, Danny Garcia is losing respect, so when he actually fights someone decent, will people really pay any attention to him, or is people actually going to give him any respect? Because if he keeps fighting the people like these, Rod Salka and Herrera's, and he did struggle against Herrera as well, it begs, like, what, people aren't going to lose interest in him and lose respect for him. I mean, he's a good fighter, I've seen him a number of times, and he's beaten Amir Khan, Eric Morales twice, Lucas Matisse, that was a great win. And then he goes and does these two like watered down fights. He's supposed to be a champion as well. I did read as well on an article the other day that he doesn't really care about his belts anymore. For me, being a champion is a great achievement, and people should respect belts more nowadays. And if he's not disrespecting them, he should vacate them, and that's that. He shouldn't really just keep hold of them and milking them for no apparent reason if he's not going to defend them. So my predictions for this fight, because I haven't really seen Rod Salka fight, doesn't seem like a very big puncher, never fought above 135 pounds before that I know of. I see Danny Garcia either winning this by knockout or decision. I don't see this fight going very long if what I've been reading about does happen, because Danny Garcia can punch quite well, quite hard. We've seen that in the Amir Khan fight. So if he gets a knockout, it'll be quite early, or if he gets a decision, obviously we've got a full 12 rounds and get another win on his record. So Danny Garcia, I think, he's kind of getting an overflated record, simply the fact that he's only had a couple of good wins in his career, and he could have fought Lamont Peterson, but that wasn't arranged, wasn't made, as he's going out to 147. But I think he should have fought Lamont Peterson, so in fact that he could have unified all the belts and become undisputed like welterweight champion, then have had a top-up fight for the welterweight division. That's how I think he should have done it. But then again, obviously I'm not Danny Garcia, I'm not obviously his team, he's obviously in charge of his career. But I do see he beating Rod Salka because I said I don't know much about him, and Danny Garcia seems like the better fighter out of the two. But hopefully I want to see Danny Garcia when he goes up to 147 fight some of the better guys in the division, like Keith Thurman and Amir Khan, Maidana if that's possible. And I think he's going to 147 so he can fight either Manny Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather in the future. Personally, I don't see Pacquiao or Mayweather having any interest in him fighting, because yeah, he's gradually getting a name for himself in America, but if he's fighting the likes of Rod Salka and Herrera, he won't have a chance in getting those fights. But we'll see what happens in the future. So this has been my Danny Garcia Rod Salka fight prediction. I will be doing a review on this fight next week. See you in the next video.